Hello, welcome to my Minecraft tutorial. This is episode number 26 in my How to Survive and Thrive series. And in today's episode, we're going to head down into this ravine without being pushed down, that is. I'm going to show you a safe way. And then once we get down to the bottom, we're going to do a little exploration. I'll show you some of the features that you can find in a ravine. One of them including an abandoned mine shaft, which this particular ravine is riddled with. So we're going to go down there right now and we'll get started on surviving and thriving underground. Now yes, I did. I was quite aware of what you tried to do to me, you punk. While we're up on the surface, let's gather some things we're going to need. We will need seeds. It's always a good idea when you're going underground for any length of time to bring along seeds. In the event you run out of food, you can always grow more in wheat. So I've already done that off camera. I've got 15. If you're following along, go ahead and grab at least 10. The more the better. And then we'll get started from there. So now, once you're done with that, let's talk about how do we get down. Now, this particular ravine already has a way down. We have this water, we'll call it a water elevator. It's basically just a flow of water going over the edge, and we can ride it right down safely, and we'll take no damage. That's one method. That's probably the safest way down. There is another method, and that's just jumping into a body of water like that right there. So I could literally just stand here and go and splash. 9 times out of 10, you'll be okay. There is that 10% chance of splatting on the bottom. So I'm not willing to take that chance right now for the tutorial. So let's take the safe route. Now, if you don't have a natural water flow like this one did automatically, which is pretty cool, if you don't have it, you can obviously climb down the old-fashioned way, or you can make your own water flow, and I'm going to show you how to do that with an iron bucket. So now I do have some iron on me, and we're going to need a crafting table. So go ahead and get your crafting table out or make one. And again, if you're following and you have this map, you should have some iron in your inventory, and if you arrange 3 bits of iron like that, you'll get a bucket. So let's grab our bucket. Let's take this back too. We're going to need this. Walk over to the water and right click on the water, and you'll fill the bucket with water. And now we're going to create the waterfall. So just go over here and click anywhere on the side here, and the water is going to flow down. Let's make sure it goes to the bottom. It does indeed. I'm going to grab some more water too. It's always handy to have a bucket of water when you go underground, anywhere near lava in particular. And jump in. Whee! Now your bubbles are showing up because you're underwater. You just stick your head out to grasp some air. And that's it. Safe and sound. We can also get up that way, which, oh, no. I don't really want to do that. Well, I guess that's not such a bad thing, because now we have safe passage past the lava. When water contacts lava, it makes cobblestone. If it hits right, and there's a way we can make another material called obsidian. Now, we haven't gotten there yet, but as you can see, we have some cobble here. All right, let's get down into the ravine. Here we are at the bottom, and you will see lots of ore right in the side of the place. So go ahead and grab it all. We have some iron over here. Super sweet. Grab a bunch of that. We have a little waterfall here. Very cool. Oh, what is this? Pray tell. This, my friends, is an abandoned mine shaft. And these are scattered throughout your Minecraft map randomly. And it's basically just... the pretense is this was an old mine shaft. It is now abandoned and ruined, and it's yours for the taking. So you can come in here and salvage all this wood. Not only are we going to find wood here, but we'll find, obviously, the fence, the wood blocks, cobweb, spiderweb, yuck. And you'll find rail as well. There are some torches in here too, randomly scattered about the mine shaft. So let's take a look at this. Now these mine shafts will go off in many different directions. So as you enter the mine shaft, keep in mind your standard underground exploration operating procedures. And that is to put torches on the right hand side and make sure you keep it well lit. And I'm going to do that right to the end. This one seems to just go in one direction, which is easy enough. Ah, iron. They are, of course, dark and scary, and they will harbor monsters, most likely. So here's a natural torch under here as well. It's kind of oddly placed, but you will encounter them. Ah, now we have a branch to the left, and we also have this one going off to straight. Now, in theory, these can go in any direction. There might even be multiple levels. There might even be more mine shaft above me, beneath me, and the only way to know is to explore, and that's, well, that's really part of the fun. You'll find treasure chests in here. You will find cave spiders. Right on cue, perhaps. And when we find a cave spider, I will let you know, and we'll talk about cave spiders. But for now, go ahead and grab all this stuff. And we're going to start surviving under here. Grab the wood too. You should have an axe on you. I'm not too concerned about the fence post right now, but I'll grab it anyway. But I do want some of these planks for crafting purposes. Okay, now let's go over here. Well, let's grab all this too. We've got iron here as well. I don't want to spend the entire time just collecting resources, but the idea here is, since we're far away from home, and I'll do this as I'm talking, we're going to want to establish a little base down here, and our spawn point right now is way back at Cozy Cottage, or is it even Cozy Cottage? I think it's still, no, it isn't Cozy Cottage. Did we put a bed in Cozy Cottage? I don't remember. I think the bed is still in Hidey Hole. So if we croak here, if we buy the farm out here, it's going to be a long way back, and we're going to drop everything in our inventory, and that's going to be a sad, sad time. So we want to prevent that. Sadness stinks, right? So we're going to find, hopefully, one of these shafts will be a dead end. And this might be the one. Always look above you too, because like I said, sometimes there are multiple levels and nasties can drop on your head. Perfect. Let's clear this out. I'm going to get all this out of here, and we're going to make this our FOB, forward operating base. And we're going to reset our spawn here by making a bed. And you're saying to yourself, but you need wool. You need wool for a bed, and there's no sheep down there. And this is true. But here's what we can do. You see these cobwebs? Let me show you first of all what happens if you walk into a cobweb. I am now flying high in the sky, stuck on the cobweb. Let go. And you will stick there and slowly fall down, and you can't move. I'm trying to get off. There we go. Get off the thing, and it won't let me go. So these are bad. They're very hazardous. So you want to take them down. And to do that, you will need, absolutely need, a sword. You cannot use a shovel or even a pick. But eventually it will break, but you won't get what it drops, and that's string. As you can see there, it drops string. So I have 2 string now. Let's go grab more. Now, one thing I don't want to do is use up my my iron sword gathering string from cobwebs. So let's get our workbench out. Crafting table. And I'm going to make a stone sword for down here for gathering. I don't need a fishing pole right now. For gathering up the cobwebs. So you should get 1 per cobweb, one string per cobweb. Let's go get more over here. It should be everywhere. Oh, I see red eyes in the distance along the mine shaft, and that looks like a cave spider. I now have 5 pieces of string. Going to need 6 to accomplish this task. Let's go back here to the front and grab an extra. Okay. Everything's working out just swell so far. There's a torch down there. And coal. So let's get back in our little house here. Our home away from home. And now what we want to do is take the string. Oh, we're going to need a lot more than that, actually. And if you put 4 string together like so in a square, you get 1 piece of wool. Why was I thinking 2 per wool? I was wrong. So we're going to have to go get more. Carefully. Oh, oh, see how these go in all different directions. Oh, look who's coming. We have a friend. I know you're right around the corner. You're not fooling anybody, you know. And you want to preserve your iron sword for the baddies. Oh, now I'm hungry. Remember, keep in mind your standard exploration rules when underground. And now I'm getting hungry. This is not cool. Grab that string. Go, 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 go. Okay. I think that might be enough. Let's get back. Oh! Taking fire. Remember, head up. They will fall down on top of you. Okay, now let's see. I still don't have enough, do I? No. That's 2 pieces of wool. I need 2 more pieces of string. Let's eat this chicken. 'Cause I'm hungry. And I'm going to collect all this wood here. Need more wood. Alright, since we're at a fork in the road here, a crossroads, I'm going to put the 2... Oh, hi. Back up, back up, back up. Oh, darn you. Bloody mess. Yes, these are hazardous places. Very dangerous to explore. Oh, dear me. That right there, better left alone. When you see a lot of cobwebs like that, that's usually... I'm just going to grab 2 things and run. Go. An indication of a cave spider spawner. It's a nest. And you don't want to be around that too long. Alright, now I have 3 pieces of wool. So let's make a new bed. Whew. And hopefully it's night and I can sleep. Okay. I really should have sealed off the front. Okay, don't do that. You know, sometimes the best lessons are the ones that you show what not to do. What I should have done, had I not been in such a hurry, is built a doorway and then secured this room before sleeping. Okay, now my forward operating base is nearly completed. Except I'll need a few more things here. One of them being a furnace. Put that down. We're going to put my iron ore in there and get that cooking. And running low on wood already, but like I said, there's a ton down here. Make a chest. And we're going to put away some of the stuff we're not going to need down here right now. Like my maps and this stone pressure plate. I did want to mention one thing about the pressure plate, which I'd forgotten to talk about in the last episode. Was I'd mentioned actually that mobs do not activate pressure plates. It's actually wrong. I think I contradicted myself. I think I said both. So I did want to say that. All right, now let's head back out. Now that our spawn point is set here, if we happen to buy the farm here, we'll be okay. We'll respawn right back here. Hello. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in. And basically, you just want to go and collect all this material. And as you do, mark off the areas you've been down. There's a lot of wood. There's a lot of fences. What I'm really interested in are the treasure chests. Oh dear. Oh dear. Whoops, I put that on the wrong side. I'm gonna have to switch that. Oh, there you are. Hiding in the corner, eh? Got him. And the rail. Yeah, let's get that out of there. I wanted to put it on this side, but then I saw that. Nothing ever goes right down here, trust me. You will encounter a lot of adversaries. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Is get rid of all this stuff here. And this gives me kind of a visual cue that this is the way out. So as I explore new branches and tunnels and shafts, I basically will collect everything in them. All the wood, all the fences, all the ores. So why don't I start, we'll start with the left. Oh, this is the one we didn't want to start with, because that's the one where the bad guys are. So why don't we do this? We're going to block this off. Oh, darn. Oh! Okay, that was a cave spider. And he was unhappy. Remember, 2 torches to show the way out. And I'm going to get this. He shouldn't be able to get through there. I'm going to do this quickly. Now, these cave spiders, and I was going to talk more about them in the next episode, but since there is one right there, they're small, they're fast, and they are envenomous. Envenomous? They are venomous. And you can be bitten and envenomed. I think that's what I was trying to say. So basically, when they bite you, you will get sick for a few seconds. Okay, there goes my axe. Let's go back and make another one. I recommend... Oh, we already have tons of sticks, don't we? Making an iron axe, which is going to make your job of busting through and collecting all this wood a lot faster. So if you have the iron, make an iron axe right off the bat. As you can see, it allows me to work much faster. I'm just going to go right to the end here. And it looks like it is a dead end. So my process is collect everything here. Whoa. I don't like this. But what I'll do is I'll collect all this gravel. And then go collect all this wood. And I don't think I want to have my back to the opening. Lots of bad guys in here, and they will sneak right up on you. Clobber you from behind. See? Bones will come in handy for when we want to do some farming. So thankfully there's tons of skeletons underground. And we can use that bone, the bone meal to grow our wheat. There's plenty of dirt too. You don't have to bring dirt down with you usually. Now I could just block this off, and I think I will. Just for the time being. I'll leave the wood there to show that I have not been down this way yet. Light it up a tad. Spider is right there. When you find those spider, when you see a big tunnel filled with spider cobwebs, or spider webs or cobwebs, that means there's a spawner in there, and you want to deal with them pretty quickly. You don't want to leave them, because it's just going to keep spawning more and more. Alright, let's put 2 here. So as you can see, this is my process now. I'll go one direction, like for example to the left, clear all that out. Obviously a dead end. And then I might go to the right and do the same on this side. And it's just a systematic salvage operation, essentially. Exploring and salvaging all that I can find. Lighting things up as I go. And making sure I don't get lost. That's the hardest part. Okay, this is a dead end, so this is perfect. I'm just going to get rid of this stuff right now. Now keep in mind the way the map generator works and the way it makes these mine shafts. There may be just a thin wall between where you are right now. This shaft, for example, I mean, I might be able to just bust right through here, and there might be another hole, a level of more shafts, particularly where there's gravel around. So sometimes it's worth it to dig through a little bit of the gravel and see if there's something on the other side. So what you might think is a dead end may not be one, in other words. All right, so now we have that, and I'm going to have to go down that way. Very dark indeed. Just trying to get a look. Whoa. Oh. Chest. Treasure chest. Oh, yeah. But, I don't know. Should I risk it now? Thinking about it. I think I'm going to hold off on that treasure chest for now. We'll do that in the next episode. This one is now about as long as I want to go with it. It's 20 minutes. So that is essentially one of the things you may find in a ravine, and that is an abandoned mine shaft. So I'm just going to go and do a little more exploration here. Clear out these shafts. Let's go over here and see. There's some more iron. Bunch of coal. Ah, here we go. Here's some rail. This is what we're after. And I'm going to show you how to collect rail. Obviously, you can just use your pick. But if you do that, your pick is going to degrade. So a trick to gathering rail on the ground is to find an opening or somewhere near the rail and pour out a bucket of water. Don't pour it directly on the rail. It has to be on another block near the rail. And then right click the water that you dropped and you'll pick it back up in your bucket. And as you can see, all the rail just pops off nice and neat. Only one piece there. I'll just snag it the old-fashioned way. Alright, this is a dead end most likely, although like I said, some of these may go through. Might be worth checking to see if that's the case. And I'm going to go ahead and just clear this entire shaft out. Collect all the ore, all the wood, all the fence. And then I'm going to head back to my FOB and cook up all this iron. And we'll see where we stand from there. And then we'll go after, in the next episode, we'll go check out the cave spider spawner. We'll take that down and we'll go check out that treasure chest. But for now, I'm going to end it here. So we'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed. And if so, as always, a like is very much appreciated. And we'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.